Good morning, guys. On the way to work, and I thought I'd show you it. Yep, it's still dropping because it was -7 a couple seconds ago, and now it's -8. So, gotta love winter. They don't have much. That building was full when we came 2 times ago, and now they don't have much, but it's been a very, very stressful morning.
Yeah.
We'll explain in a while.
Got out and the water froze in the corner of the barn. I had the heater on it, on the pressure switch, but I guess it just wasn't enough. I should have had it running, a hose running out, but I didn't because it never done it in December. But it froze slightly, but it's just enough to panic attack 101. Jeez.
It was an interesting
I wouldn't mind, but my wells just won't supply the cows.
Yeah.
I have 2 wells that get about 4 gallons a minute. That cow would drink that dry in a day. Easy.
I would get out and show you guys the loading, but it's too damn cold, so. Bad enough I gotta get out there in general.
Yeah.
And hot chocolate though, that's nice. Remember to bring my gloves. I'm really on fire today.
The windows look like it's blowing too up the map.
It doesn't? Look at the smoke from that smokestack there. It's like 0 degrees. Pretty good view from up here though. M&M's. Here's some. Yep. Gas, because we weren't sure we were gonna make it. One more. Man, this truck is a mess. Messing with my side. Tisk tisk. Are they still frozen? Hmm? The windshield wipers, are they still frozen?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They don't like rain or snow. Other than that, they're beautiful.
Hey, I need one of these, right? I need the other one.
Yeah.
Love this. Not even 4,000 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. Huh?
No, that's 2 tons.
It's not even 4,000 pounds.
Really?
11,980 is what we came with. We just left with 15,720.
Almost.
So almost 4,000 pounds. So not quite 2 tons. You need this, right?
You should probably have them put all again on next time. You know what?
Yeah. Put your tobacco away, by the way. Alright, so Brent kind of started to explain why we'd had such a bad morning. So I got to the farm, and like I had showed you guys, it was -8 this morning, so very, very cold. And when I got there, I thought it was strange because usually where the pump house is, the little building off to the side of the barn, has a fan in it. And usually when it's that cold, it's just like blowing out the hot air, so you can really, really see the steamy air coming out of the barn, and there was nothing. I thought that was weird, so I went inside. Brent wasn't quite down yet. I could see that he was in his garage getting ready to come down. So I went in the barn and I checked the water, and it seemed to be coming fine, so I was like, that's weird, but it does seem a little bit cool in here. But when Brent came down, we started the water in the gutter, because that's a really good way to tell if the water is frozen. A lot of water comes out of that. And it came good for a while, and then after about a minute of running, it just slowed to a trickle. So what had happened was it just ran out the reservoir, like the big pump tank that's in there. It just ran everything out of that, and it was frozen. So what happened was our fans in the barn were still on. They were on because apparently the thermostat has broken, and we didn't know that because they were on last night, which is normal. They should be on. But sometime in the early morning, they usually shut off when it's this cold, because the temperature in the barn will drop down below 40 and they'll shut off on their own. And they've got louvers and everything, so when they shut off, they just close and the barn warms back up again. They never shut off, so it just kept moving around cold air, which cools the barn down a lot. And I don't even know if it was 20 degrees in there this morning. It was very, very cold. We went down to the corner where the water is, frozen solid. We ran a space heater on it for a while. Didn't accomplish anything. We were like super worried because it never happens this early in the year. I think usually when it gets this cold, we have enough snow, so it's usually like late January when it gets this cold. So we usually have enough snow that it kind of cushions the sides of the barn. There was none of that. I mean, we do have a little bit of snow, but 6 or 8 inches is just not enough. And the wind was blowing too, so it was colder than -8, and that is right in the corner where the wind generally does bother it if it's blowing pretty hard because it comes right off the lake. Usually we would run the water when it gets this cold. We just have a little hose that comes off of it and we just run it into the gutter so that the water can't freeze when the cows are sleeping instead of drinking. If the cows are up drinking, it's not a problem anyway because they're keeping that water going, but they weren't because it was early morning, so they were laying down and they weren't keeping that water going, so we should have had a hose going off of it. We ran a space heater on it for a while, didn't do anything. We finally decided to go out into the freestall where the water is. It's kind of like in a corner. I don't know if you've probably seen me sitting on it before when the cows come in. It's like a little box that's right next to the cow's automatic water tank. That's where the water from the frog pond comes up to feed the cows. And it's just got like a little elbow in there, and then it goes down into the ground, goes under the concrete of the pad, and then goes down toward the pond. It has a heat wire on it in there and everything, and that was still working, but it was frozen at the elbow that comes directly out of the barn and then goes like 2 feet, and then it goes down into the ground. It was frozen right there. We grabbed a pail of hot water, took that box off, just scooped the water right onto that elbow, and it thawed out. Thank God. If something happened to that, we would be screwed. We would have no water for the cows because, like Brent was saying, he has 2 wells. Neither one of them is good enough to keep the cows going. Especially not this year where we haven't had any rain. They just would not, there's no way they would keep, on a good year, they're like 3 or 4 gallons a minute. It's just ridiculous. We'd never ever keep the cows going all winter, so that's why we have the frog pond anyway, is because that is the cows' drinking water. It doesn't have anything to do with the milk room or any of that. It runs the water in the gutter and the drinking water for the cows, and that's it. So if we didn't have that, we would be royally shafted.
$149.
149? 1.8 ton.
That's it?
Yep.
We got to put some sides on it.
I guess so. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, Brent showed this to me yesterday. They had a write-up in the Forage magazine. The first write-up I have ever seen in my life on the benefits of baleage. A smarter way to harvest hay.
Yeah.
It says all these things like baleage is a good product at high nutrition levels, so it should be fed to a class of animals such as lactating cows or young heifers, steer, and they go on in saying that individual wrapping is better. So yeah, like still around here, baleage is not a big thing, but it used to be that people literally laughed at us for doing baleage. Yeah. And now it's in a magazine.
I think baleage is the best feed there is. I wish we had 3 times as much. They'd eat 3 times what we're giving them now.
Yes. Your bales look better than that. What did that come out of? A crone. Huh. Your bales look better than that.
Yeah. That man does a good job.
Sure does.
But it does the job.
The square ones must be kind of difficult to handle, huh?
I know, I would think.
But yeah, it says baleage offers a reliable way to preserve forage quality by wrapping hay at 45 to 60% moisture, reducing the risk of mold and nutrient loss. As technology has improved, more producers are turning to this method for its flexibility and efficiency. Not around here, they're not.
I like it.
I think it's perfect feed. But
It is.
I really do. Long stem, so it's good for the cows, but it also has the nutrients and everything that you need.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. I've never seen baleage in a magazine before.
I wish the cows will eat
bale to a person that hasn't come back and said that Brent makes the best baleage they've ever had. So he's the baleage master.
Bale king.
Yeah.
No, it's just I like wrap day.
Huh? Well, you've been doing wrap day for what, like 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. You gotta have a way to feed it out though. You either gotta drop it in the round feeder for cows to eat out of the feeder, and then, or if you got a tie stall like us, you have to have that bale and roller.
Yeah.
I used to push them around the barn by hand. I cut them in two with a chainsaw.
You're crazy.
I cut them. I took an old chainsaw and put a 24-inch bar on it, and took the side off the chainsaw.
It didn't get all wrapped up in it?
No, you had to take the side off the chainsaw that keeps it chain tight. Well, whatever, you know, the cover on the side. I took that off.
Don't forget you need,
Put a 24-inch bar on it. Cut it right to like butter. And then you just push one half down one side of the barn and the other half down the other, but it's still quite a job.
You just roll a 1,000-pound bale around, that's all.
Yeah. Minor. They were.
You had the first bale and roller in the state.
I think I did.
Yeah. No, you know you did, because the guy who had the second one came up to see yours.
Yeah.
And they told him that it was the second one.
I really think I had the first one. I went out to New York to get it. Oneonta, New York. It was John Deere dealership. They happened to have it. Been worth it. I paid $3,500. I think they're almost $8,000 now.
I just saw a used one in there for $5,000.
Yeah.
So.
I think I paid $3,000.
So he's going into the auto parts store because he's going to get some diesel additive for the Kubota and for the skid tank. The Kubota, we end up putting it right into the Kubota's tank because it gels really easy. It always has. That's been the #1 issue we've had with that tractor, is that fuel gels super easy in it. So we just add it straight to that one. The other tractors, we just put it in the skid tank and add them to them as we go. We don't use the other tractors very much anyway. The International, almost never. We do need to put that away. It's still hooked onto the manure spreader. We need to put it in the metal building because if you don't, it has troubles with like water leaking into the hydraulic system. It'll end up diluting your hydraulic oil and it's just annoying. You have to drain it all. It's like 17 gallons, a huge waste, and it's expensive. So we got to park that in the metal building and unhook the batteries. We already have the Massey and the baler put away in the metal building. I don't think I showed you guys that, but we did put those away like 2 weeks ago or 2.5 weeks ago or something like that. So they're both in the metal building. The other Massey, I didn't update you guys on it because nothing has changed. We called the mechanic and he still has not gotten back to us. I'm sure he's super busy this time of year. He usually is. There's like 3 major things that we want him to look at. Obviously, we want him to look at the high-low, why it won't go into high. I don't think that's a huge deal. I honestly think it just has something to do with either the linkage or the switch on it is gone. I don't think that's a huge deal. The PTO we want him to look at because we're not really sure where to begin there. And we also want to know why it smokes quite a bit. It doesn't seem like it's losing any power. So my guess would be either the air filter needs to be cleaned out, which we can obviously look at ourselves. We just haven't gotten the chance to do that. The turbocharger may possibly be gone in it, and that could be why it smokes like that, which that's not like a super expensive thing. They're like $500, not a big deal. So that could be why, or also the rings could be gone, which is obviously a big deal, or it could be losing a head gasket. But I would think that would cause it to lose power big time, and it doesn't seem to have a lack of power. But we just got this tractor, so I don't really know. So we're going to have him look at that and see why it smokes like it does. It could also be we overfilled it with oil, which we know we did, so it could just be burning off that oil. But it seems like it's more than that. We only overfilled it like just a little bit, and it seems like it's still smoking. Sometimes it doesn't, which is the weird thing. It seems to smoke more when it's idling than when you're actually like revving it up really high, which doesn't make much sense to me, so I don't know. We're going to have him look at everything on it. So that's the update on the Massey. Nothing really, but we haven't gotten a chance to look at it, and this cold weather is going to set us back even farther. So once we get back, I don't really think we're going to be doing anything. I think Brent has plans, so he's going to be gone, and I don't really think I have anything to do. I honestly should be going out to get the boughs for the wreath for the barn. I convinced myself I wasn't going to do it this year because I just can't find the energy to go do it. When I get home, all I want to do is sit in a nice warm house. I don't want to go outside and pick boughs for the wreath. But I know you guys really do enjoy seeing that, and it does look good when it's up on the barn, so I might still do that. I haven't really decided yet if I want to. Today is definitely not going to be a good day to do it. I'm going to see how warm it is right now. Let me see. It is... Ooh, 13 degrees right now. We have a high of 17 today. It said a low of -1, but they were very wrong on that aspect, so it may not actually be 13 degrees. I'll show you guys some of the scenery on the drive home. I know you guys do like to see that, especially when it looks like it does now. A lot of people have Christmas decorations out, and that's really cool, especially with all the snow. This person over here, well, actually, I think that might be a funeral home. I think it is. But they have a sleigh, like a horse-drawn sleigh. I don't know if you guys can see it out there as a decoration. They got like a plaid blanket on it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it was a very close call this morning. If that water had frozen, if it'd been frozen any longer, because it's supposed to continue being cold, and it's not like this time of year. First of all, in my 12 years of working on the farm, I have never seen that water freeze, period, ever. So I think it had more to do with the fans than anything. Definitely not how cold it was, because when we shut the fans off in the barn to get it to warm up, the barn immediately warmed right up. So I think it's pretty impressive that it was almost -10 and those fans were on and everything was just going full blast. Like, we didn't even have the hay holes shut. We never shut the hay holes this time of year because it can get really dangerous if you shut the hay holes this time of year. The barn can get too warm and then it'll start sweating, and that is like the breeding ground for pneumonia for the cows. So we don't usually shut the hay holes until like mid-January, sometimes even later than that. And this person just looked at me like, why is she talking to a camera? I still get nervous filming in public. What was I even saying? Oh, so I went up and I shut the hay holes, and the barn instantly started warming back up, and it's perfect in there now. So we're gonna have to replace that thermostat, obviously, because it's clearly not working. Those fans should have definitely turned off, and I think that is exactly why everything happened this morning. It just snowballed from there. Yeah, that barn really impresses me that it stays as warm as it does. With high ceilings and being so big, it's just, I don't know.
Last one they had.
This is the last one they had?
Yeah.
This is the stuff we like to use.
Yeah.
So this does, let's see, 125 gallons.
Yeah.
So that ought to be enough for the skid tank, because there's not a lot in there, right?
Yeah. Tell me, okay, you're right.
Probably should be. I can't see, so hold on. You're good. See, now you guys can see this little carrot.
Oh, I can stop and check on the thermostat, don't I?
What'd you say? What?
Can you find the key and unlock that?
Yeah.
Can I pull over and put a little fuel in the Kubota?
Mm-hmm. So this is gonna need more, right?
I would. I'd pick up one more quart.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna stir it up by
If it will, I don't even know if it will.
pumping fuel around in a circle.
Huh?
So I guess we're gonna stir it up by pumping fuel around in a circle. Is it going?
Yeah.
Oh, camera's sinking.
Yeah, that's fine.
You hold it out a little bit. I'll do it for a second. Please? cage. Hi guys, it is. Are you choking yourself? This calf is crazy, y'all. It's the next day. Yesterday we didn't do anything. The high never got above like 11 degrees. It was just too cold to do anything. We treated the Kubota and then I went home and came back for milking, obviously, but that was it. And today has been pretty much the same. It's a little bit warmer, but it's still too cold to do much of anything. So I'm feeding the calf, well, the calves, this, I don't think I showed you guys, is the calf from the brown Swiss cow who had milk fever. She's doing good. I think I just kind of forgot to show you guys her in the last video. And then the next day, we had another calf, a bull calf, looks exactly like her. He's in the cafeteria, so I guess I really don't need to show you guys that. So this is my last job for the night, and it does take a while because I have to feed 4 of them. And for some strange reason, these 4 are the numbest calves I've ever seen. They do not know how to eat. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. I got one that's pretty good, the one that I'm feeding right now, and then the other 3 are just like, I don't know. God love them, but I know this video was probably kind of boring. All I feel like I did was just talk to you guys, really, which I enjoy, so I hope you guys enjoy that as well. I'm riding to get sawdust, of course, too. But, yeah, really the only other thing that happened was a pressure switch go. Okay, I can't stand next to you because you're just going to keep hitting me. I found a safe place. So we had a pressure switch go on one of the wells, so we're down to 1 well, and thankfully the cow's water is fine. We still haven't gotten the thermostat fixed. We did have the electrician come look at it, and he said that a thermostat that's like the one that's on there, which is like 63 years old or something like that, it's original to the barn, would cost around $300 around here to get it. So I found one online that's exactly what we would need. It's made for high humidity areas, animal housing, greenhouses, and stuff like that. I think it has like a 40 to 100 degree temperature range, just got a dial on it, so it's really heavy duty, and that's like $70. Should be here within the next week. And then we'll have the electrician put that on. We could probably do it. I think it's just simple wiring that goes into it. We could do it, but I think we're gonna have him do it because we'd just rather have an electrician do it. So I think he's gonna come hook that up as soon as we get it. So for now, Brent is coming down late at night and shutting off the fans to make sure that nothing in the barn freezes. The heifer barn, we've gone down there and it's as warm as I've ever seen it with as few calves that are in it. There's only 7 down there. And I went down there tonight to check on their water and it's just as toasty as can be. It makes me so happy. That barn last year was pretty cold. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was pretty cool. And this year it's just completely different. So that does make me happy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got more calves to feed. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like and comment down below. Keep it real, keep farming, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.